to The Hurt Is the Same. My name is Chantel Johnson, and each show is dedicated to my son, Christopher Johnson, who was the 109 homicide right here in Jackson, Mississippi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to The Hurt Is the Same. Oh, yeah, we got a little feedback. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight? I want to thank you all for joining me on this TGIF. It's the weekend, baby. How you doing? As y'all know, this city is on fire. If you don't know, you know now. So I'm going to encourage you to call in 1-800-492-5186. That's 1-800-492-5186. I want to thank you for joining me on tonight. And we're going to jump right on in. As you know, on this show, first things first, we're going to talk about these homicides because nobody else is talking about them. The loss of life is a big deal, people. If no one have not told you, I'm here to tell you. The loss of life is a big deal. Tell a friend that. I don't even know where to start at because it's like a broken record, but I don't mind resetting the needle, as they used to say back in the day. I just have to take a moment of silence, as they used to say, but just to decrease the anger and be able to talk fluently about these homicides, because it's an instant anger that comes upon you when you talk about it and you care. These mothers, everybody already know on Saturdays most people have homegoings. Y'all keep these families in your prayers. Be mindful of what they going through, because it's not easy. I'm just here to tell you, it is not easy losing a loved one, especially a child. So I want to encourage you all once again to call in 1-800-492-5186. And another number I want to encourage you to call in is 601-355-TIPS. If you have any information about anything that's going on in this city that you know is not right, y'all please talk. Please say something, because these families need closure. But other than that, I'm going to tell you all the only way I know how. When you tell the truth, it ain't snitching. It ain't snitching when you tell the truth. When you tell the truth, it's the truth. One thing about the truth, you can stomp it, you can burn it, you can bury it, you can do whatever you want to, and at the end of the day, it's standing bolder than ever. You know why? Because it's the truth. So, it's so many topics to talk about tonight. So many things that has transpired between Wednesday and today. Literally, it is a lot that transpired. But on a good note, I want to tell you all something that happened to me today, and I had a moment in time. As people know, I love strangers, and look like strangers love me. So a lady seen the sign on the side of my truck a couple of days ago, last week or whenever. I gave her a business card, and we was talking business because that's what I do. And she called me. She had told me she had this, and I'm not going to tell no names. I'm not going to say any of that because they're going to make their own debut. But I just want to tell you all my experience as an African-American black woman, what I experienced today. I stood on a property that was built in 1888. 1888. And when I stood in the inside of that property, I had a moment. And I realized the floors that I'm standing on was built by my people, slaves. And as I walked through that house, and I was looking, and my spirit, I'm talking about, I can feel the energy, I looked at the chimney, you all, when I pulled up, and I looked at the bricks that was on it, and I realized our ancestors put this home together, brick by brick. And I told the owner how proud I was to be invited to that establishment, and how I knew and let her know how special it was to me to get invited. Y'all, it was you know how you all say how y'all go in haunted houses and this here and that this was an experience where I can feel it in my spirit, I can feel the energy, I can feel my ancestors, I'm talking about, I had so many mixed emotions, but most of it was, I was grateful. I was grateful to be standing there within that moment at that time, to be able to grasp everything that I was looking at. And I went in knowing that if it was built in 1888, it's a few things that I know it still have. Where is the laundry chute? And when I made it to that laundry chute, and the owner showed me where it was, I stood there for a moment. And I teared up, you know, and I was like, Lord, I thank you for this second, this moment. Right now, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. You know, and I was grateful, you all, to be an African-American black woman standing in a property, on a property that was built in 1888, and now someone that owns it looks like me. You know, and she probably thought I was crazy. But she understood how I felt, because most of you all don't understand the struggle, but I do. You know, even at my age, the stories I remember, I didn't have to live it. I feel it without living it, because who I loved lived it, and that was my granny. So I just want to let you all know, as African American people, being black and proud is a good thing. And seem like we got to get back to that. Because somewhere y'all got lost in the sauce with this foolishness and just forgot that you passing through here. This right here is not none of your paradise, baby. And I'm trying to tell you that the stuff that most of y'all put in y'all dash, you ain't gonna be ready for to be judged on around here trying to please these humans. I'm telling you that. But I just want to share that with you all, because my day was magnificent. Today. You know, I rip and I run and I go and, you know, I help. But today, Chantel had a moment with Chantel and her grandmother, you know, and my grandmother and my ancestors, my grandfather and all the elders that I'm friends with now, you know, I shared it with all of them, including the ones that don't look like me that I love, you know, and they understood exactly where I was coming from. So I just want to share that with you all tonight. But getting back to the program, as they say, because we got a lot on the agenda. You can call in 1-800-492-5186. And the stuff about JSU It's still buzzing around the city. Everybody's still talking. But as I told y'all last week, I'm going to collaborate on it for a little while because that's what's hot. But talking about Dion is both personal agenda. And I don't too much have none of them. But due to the fact I got to collaborate on it with you all, because everybody know I don't play no games. I don't watch no sports. I'm sports illiterate just like I'm alcoholic illiterate. I don't know nothing about it. I have other things to do with my time, and my hobbies ain't never been playing games. Even when I'm doing my hobby, it got something to do with me getting some money. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. That's just how it go. Because it is what make the world go round. I don't know how y'all feel, but now I'm just telling you. Don't have it and see what happens. That's what you do. JSU say they don't owe him no money. That's trending around here too. I don't know if it's some talk or gossip, but now they done went on record saying they don't owe Dion no money. But what I would like for the citizens of Jackson to do is get this same energy that y'all got about Dion in his own pockets about that volleyball stadium over there, because you know it's up. You know that right there up. You know you already got the proof that they got it. We already know exactly what happened, but ain't nobody talking about them people with our money. Because them people got our money. The whole state of Mississippi money. And they done told you what they done did with it and how they did it and when they did it, the whole 9 yards. And none of the citizens is saying nothing about nothing. But everybody want to sit around here and talk about Dion, about his money, what's in his pocket. Man, I ain't never been the type to count nobody else's pocket. For what? That's like bragging on the next man, and they ain't got nothing to do with you. And my famous words of my uncle, don't never brag about what the next man got. You get you some, so you can brag on yourself. You know, that was a motto in our household coming up. My uncle said, you ain't got no store. I got a store. My sister got a store and a club. Y'all children ain't got nothing. So we was taught early on. That was a no-no. You know, that's how you got so many go-getters and breadwinners come out of my family, because we just don't do that. So y'all need to change the mind frame of how y'all think and how y'all do things. You know, get you some. Brag on what you got. Because whatever going on with Dion Pocket, it ain't got nothing to do with you, baby. I promise you it ain't got nothing to do with you. No matter what y'all say at the beginning, the end, what happened, it ain't got nothing to do with them numbers. So, I just wish y'all stop talking about that and talk about your L's. Let's talk about that losing. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you took them L's on that bread. You know, the L's. However you want to make the L. It don't even make no difference. Let's talk about the minus signs for that volleyball stadium over there. Well, nobody talk about that. I don't hear that buzzing around the community. How about everybody at Jackson State talk about that? Or y'all don't act a fool when nobody owe y'all. Because I'm just the opposite. I'm just the opposite. But see, I can't say nothing about that word for money, because that ain't my fight. I ain't got nothing in it. You know why? Because I wasn't never no recipient of this. But baby, let me tell you something. If Miss Johnson was a recipient of them, and I done got the proof that they done stole it, I done got the proof of what they done did with it. Oh, baby, let me tell y'all something. No, it would have went one or two ways. The Ice Cube way, when they play with his money, or the course way. One or the two. But I would have got my money back. But see, y'all around here don't say nothing about where you got the minus signs at in them L's. But you want to talk about Dion and his money. That's why I got one slogan on the streets when people say something to me about Dion. Baby, let me tell you something. A conversation about Dion to me is a broke person job. That's a broke person conversation I don't have though. You got to go talk to somebody else that can collaborate you about that. because I don't care nothing about it. You know, I'd rather stand with the people who trying to get the money back, the millions. Because Dion going to get the millions in Colorado. He ain't getting none here. You know, he going to get them in Colorado. But we do know who got the millions. So how about we go get that? Let's talk about that. So, you know, I just don't understand how y'all do things. And back then, hell, most of y'all cheering grown from when they was stealing it. So that'll be you a plus in your bank account if you get your money back. And go to the folks who stole from you and who owe you. So, you know, that'd be enough about that. I try not to even collaborate on no broke conversation. You know, that's the same thing I tell folks when they putting their mouth on somebody or saying something about me. You know, don't talk about Chantel, baby, because that's a broke person conversation. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Don't say nothing about Chantel, Snake, nothing, or nobody else, because most of y'all love broke conversation. But as y'all know, I'm gonna try to finesse everything, so I don't have no broke conversation. What we talking about? Either we talking about making some money, or we going to talk about messing up some commas. Which one? Because it ain't no in between. Now, moving right on along. A lot of my elders have been calling me and talking to me, you all about this water bill. Now, I don't know why y'all still straight lie pimping these people who is paying a water bill, because y'all already know, and I said it on previous shows last year. The whole city of Jackson is not paying water bill. It's only a handful of us that's paying water bills. You already know that all 156,000 or 60,000 residents is not paying no damn water bill. But for the ones that is paying water bill, y'all straight pimping us. Oh, hold on, y'all. I see this. Look, my eyes just now jumped down here. Now, y'all welcome to call in, because I have to go back and forth, but I'm going to do it, though. How y'all doing? 1-800-492-5186 for the people who need the number. Hey, Miss Felicia, how you doing? Love you too, darling. Thank you. As you all know, that's my mentor. She done helped y'all out a lot with these people up here. Let me tell you something. That's that new Chantel that y'all been seeing lately in the past year since Chris. All right, y'all, we got a call. Oh, well, you better make them C's completely. I thought we had a call. He said we're going to a commercial. So hold what you got. You can call in, and we're going to a commercial. We'll be right back.
Have you had your Earth Blend coffee today? At Earth Blend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earth Blend Coffee. To order, visit earthblendcoffee.co now.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at webelieve.global. Advertise on webelieve.global, a brand new digital media platform. Share your brand with our audience on our many global live stream TV broadcasts and over the radio. For more info, visit webelieve.global or call 800-492-5186, option 1.
Welcome back to the Heard Is the Same. How y'all doing? I want to thank you for joining me tonight on this TGIF, baby. I want to give a shout out to my cousin Ashley Howard and my cousin Linda Stuckey. This new wardrobe that baby they been getting me. As you see, I've been flossing and dousing. Thank you, family. I love you, girl. They back dressing me like True Vine Baptist Church. and Morning Star Baptist Church, as they say. So I'm up in here like Mariana, granddaughter, and Rosie V, granddaughter for real. Huh? So, all right, y'all, we're going to get right back. Let me read out these comments right fast. Miss Felicia, thank you so much. Chantel, you are absolutely right. She said, Dion laid the foundation, and the next person need to build on it. I totally agree. Brett Farr stole $5 million, along with Brian and Reeves. Had his hand in the pot, too. I wouldn't care whoever had their hand in the pot. I wouldn't care if one person paid it back. I wouldn't care how they pay it back. We need our money. State of Mississippi need their money. That's all I'm saying. Chris, thank you for joining us on tonight. Thank you. And I am with you too, because it is a done deal. And you know this last sentence really rocked my spirit, because that's how much I'm with you. That is a $1 million question. Why is new businesses coming up everywhere else but in Jackson? I'll wait. Well, it's coming around in Jackson, Chris. It's just not coming to our area, because it's new construction all around us if we just look around. But like you say, it ain't in Jackson, what we know as Jackson, because it's in other parts of Jackson, most definitely. Because I rode over there the other day off of Fortification back behind Old Jitney 14, and hey, it was some stuff over there. I did this. When the hell they put this in? Or when did I miss this? I'm talking about, I'm like, yeah, it's something going up now. Because I didn't even know they had put them extra lofts and stuff there and other businesses. I remember when they was doing the construction, but it was on this side of the street. I didn't know they had took up the whole shebang until I just happened to turn that way. Getting ready to handle some business. Moving right on along, I got to get back to these water bills. Now, I got elderly people that staying in the house. It's one person. Now, how the hell they water bill get $5,000? Now, y'all just, I don't know. And then y'all trying to demand these people to pay the water bill, trying to demand them to get on payment plan. How about a waiver? How about that? How about all of my elderly clients, non-elderly or whatever, this foolishness with this water? How about all the residents just get a waiver and start over fresh? Cause you're starting over fresh on everything else. Because it's not fair. And it's not right. You know, a lot of people calling me about they struggling to pay their water bill. The water bill, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $900. What? The house, it ain't that much water can flow through the pipes in these shotgun houses. And then you go up there to a $1.5 million house, or a $700,000 house, or $800,000 house, $500,000 house. They water bill ain't even running what's the hood running. You go somewhere else, these folks got 4 or 5 units on the side of their house, and their light bill is under $300. You come to a 2-bedroom shack in the hood, light bill $400 and something. Y'all not fooling nobody. Only to the ones who don't know the difference and can't see the difference, can't see their bill. But I see it. And I just want to know, how's it going on when you call them going green? How can something be 10,000 square feet, got a light bill $300, and something that's 700 square feet got a light bill $700? It's just, I don't know. But, hey, I just know something in the milk ain't clean, as my granny used to say. Something ain't adding up when you do numbers. When you do numbers, something about that ain't right. And I don't have to be Chad White to know that. I don't have to be Chad White to know somewhere is not right and not adding up. You got a house, 6,500 square feet, water bill running $100 and something, under $200. And in the hood, they 5,000 and 700 and 900. And the water ain't even going down the drain, barely can fit through the pipes. They running washers and dryers and a whole 10,000 square feet house, and the light bill ain't even $300. And you come over here to something ain't even 1,200 square feet, and the light bill running the same price. I don't know. I don't know, but whatever y'all doing, whoever reading it, whoever got the way it's set up, y'all know it ain't right. That's all I can tell you. And my elderly people that's complaining about these water bills, take it to y'all city councilman. That's all I can tell you. Take it to your city councilman. Let them address it along with anybody else that'll listen, because I wouldn't pay a dime. And they better not cut my water off neither. When you know your average bill and you've been in this house 35 years and 40 years. It's crazy. Oh, this carjacking. I got to go back to these crimes because nobody else is talking about it. Carjacking has went up on the rise once again. Women, y'all please be careful. As I was coming in, the night stuff was just popping up on my phone. 2 people shot off Sykes Road. A woman shot during a carjacking. They looking for some people who robbed the General Dollar Store or something. Got their pictures up, walking in the store with assault rifles. A woman at Regions Bank was robbed and carjacked. Thank God she wasn't hurt. You know, I keep trying to tell y'all, it's the citizens for me, though. I always say that. It's the citizens for me, and most definitely it's you damn women. It's you women, because the women, the African-American women that I know from our history, you know, we go against our odds when what's right. You know, it been a time where men have always done wrong. You can expect for them to do wrong. That's why Granny used to say most of mine don't go past the front door. Half of their brain don't even work. Most of them don't get it to over 40. Only a few last. But what I'm saying is this. It is the women for me. I hate how weak y'all is. I hate how y'all go along with everything and don't stand for nothing right, in majority of the mothers and the aunts and the sisters see stuff going on in their family that's wrong as 2 left shoes, and you uphold it. And you've been upholding this for so long until you done told your damn self that it's right. I see stuff, you know, and in these family generation curses, and y'all nicknaming, oh, they like this person and they like that person and they this and they that, but not one time do anybody say you wrong. We not gonna stand with you on that. You gonna have to suffer your consequences of your actions. And then when a loss of life, when life has been lost, you all sit right here, you hold information, and you know what's going on. And the women, who are majority of them, are mothers themselves. You hold it. You'll uphold it. You'll uphold wrong. You'll go with wrong. You'll do everything under the sun to cover that man and to do what's wrong, to do wrong for that man. sisters. You holding up for brothers and nephews and cousins, and you know that they wrong as two left shoes. I just don't get it with you all women. Because most of the time when I see y'all, I wish I could snatch your soul out and let Jesus tell you and put it back in you. Because the stuff y'all do, y'all just go along with anything. And then the people like me who will lock their own child up, one who will do what is right against our odds, you call us crazy. You call us crazy. Those who want to see right done by neighbors, want to care, and know that these humans is not in charge, that it's a right and a wrong way to do anything. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Honor thy neighbor. If you see something, you say something. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, or maybes. You know, but it seems like since Big Mama left and Nana left and all the older people in the family, it's like their legacies died with them because none of their generations stand on none of their beliefs. You know, today I was so grateful that an African American is now the owner of a property that was built in 1888. And you bring the average person in there, majority of the people that will come in there, once it is finished, they wouldn't even grasp what they were standing in. But as a 44-year-old African black woman, and who my grannies was and my upbringing and what I was installed in and who God made me as, I just don't get it when I see society doing what y'all doing now. The only term that I can use is what y'all hear me say all the time. When I look among society, it's like when Moses went down to get the Ten Commandments. Y'all doing whatever the hell y'all want to do. Literally. And think is no consequences going to be in place. I can't tell y'all enough how Jackson is on fire. How these mothers are hurting, how these families is hurting. I can't wait till these families be able to come on here and you hear it from their own mind and their own voice and their own spirit of what they go through. Because I can't be the one to tell their story. They got to tell it themselves. And I tell them that all the time when I'm talking to them and we leaning on one another and we loving on one another. You know, y'all got to stop being scared and be scary. If you scared, you'll stand still. If you scary, you're going to move. You're just going to move. It's going to make you move. So that's why I try to encourage you all and let you all know faith and fear can't lie in the same heart. You got to pick a side, baby.
Got a caller, Mama.
All right, now we got a caller. Hello, welcome to the Earth is the Same.
Yes, man. I'm just like to call in and I'm saying, well, people need to understand that in order for us to get better here in Jackson, and it just got to get the crime under control. I mean, ain't nothing gonna come to Jackson with bad crime. Ain't nobody gonna want to come to Jackson with bad infrastructure. So when you got two of the top 3 or 4 entities that you need to bring in business, bring in, you know, a person like, you know, to coach football or whatever, basketball, that's not from Jackson, who gonna want to come to Jackson? I mean, they don't understand the politics of Jackson, Mississippi, or Mississippi, period. They don't know what they're coming into. They ain't gonna be able to handle it. I mean, it's almost dangerous. It's dangerous to go to the bank. It's dangerous to go to the grocery store. It's dangerous to even in your neighborhood. It's dangerous just to be in your own neighborhood. So how can people expect to bring in new entities, jobs to Jackson when our city and councils and board of supervisors, council are all going to bicker each other about how to improve Jackson? and about the money for to come into Jackson. I don't understand it.
I tell you, that's why we the talk of the 50 states, because we look like clowns when we have people like that that's adults, and everybody for number one is over 40 years old. So you talking about senior citizens almost that's acting like this. You know, anytime you got our city councilman voices on TikTok, that's a problem. To me, it is.
Yeah.
You know, and I totally agree. The crime, most definitely, no one is coming. You know, even with their buzz and talking about this thing about Dion, the 2 interviews that I seen, first thing I heard him say about Colorado, no crime. No crime.
Yeah, and that was I was watching the interview. He said crime like 3 times.
That's right. That's
I have no crime. Crime.
That's right.
And see, I Googled the Colorado, Boulder, Colorado. I picked up about Colorado got crime. Everywhere's crime that you know. But when you compare Jackson to Colorado, it's like 9 days. It's no comparison. And they got just as many people we do, but they don't have the crime.
Yeah, because the citizens care.
And see, that's what I think one of the main reasons why he left.
Most definitely, you know, when you put yourself in other people's shoes, you know, he had health problems while he was here, during our water crisis.
Exactly.
Imagine having some toes taken off, and you can't even use the water coming out the faucet. You know?
Exactly. So you got to be able to wash and dressing rooms and stuff like that. So how you supposed to do that when shit like our citizens, they got to go through like diagnosis. I mean, read to a point in Mississippi, they're about to close down Merritt on 18.
Sure is. Well, they already closed down the NICU. They already closed down the NICU over there.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Then they closed down hospitals all across the state. But yet, somehow, some way, they gave Brett Foster money to build a new gym in Southern Mississippi.
Nobody's talking about that money, though.
No. So, but no, it's just, they talk about they're going to put the stadium on the backbone. The stadium should be a new stadium. I keep telling my cousin, it's not going to be a Jets stadium, new stadium. They've been talking about this for the last 25 years. They ain't broke ground yet.
Well, they going to steal the material right now. They'll have to have 10 police out there to watch the material right now. They got to get the crime under control.
Exactly. They got to get the crime down. I mean, okay, you get a new stadium, or where you going to park the cars and keep you from bringing the car?
Well, the cars is out there being built. The thing about it is, how you going to stop it from getting the backhoes? And the sand in the ground and everything.
See, so we need to go ahead and get back to worrying about getting more police officers, because right now, where it's looking, old Pete, a.k.a. Tater Top, I was saying he's going to sit there and try to get CPD 100 to 150 more officers.
Well, let me ask
pretty soon
this.
They're going to take over, Jack.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think the capital city police need to be put over the whole Jackson to assist JPD in Hines County?
Well, it's looking, they're going to do it eventually. I mean, whether I think about it or not, they're going to do it. Because there were people keep complaining about it, and when they had that shooting down there by the governor's mansion, I knew then, y'all don't know what y'all done started.
Well,
y'all don't know what you asked for. A lot of people, they just call and talk about sending in the National Guard. You don't want to see the National Guard in the hood. They don't know who's who and who's not. They're gonna pull everybody low. Everybody gonna get gun pointed at them.
Well, the thing about it is, I look at it as exactly what it is. Jackson needed some help. It's on fire.
And they got it.
And guess what? The Lord got a way of doing things. People been losing their children. It's been shootings, and they didn't care. They didn't care until it happened at the fairground. I'm just going to tell the truth. But At the same time,
no, you got some people complaining about.
But we needed that, and the Capital City Police, to me, is Frank Milton reincarnated.
Yeah, some people say they're being heavy-handed. Like I told them once, they're being heavy-handed because they trying to instill in fearness. Like back in the days, they just tell you, don't go to Madison or Rankin County after dark. Like now, some people scared to go to Madison or Rankin County and do stuff. That's what the Capital City Police Department trying to do. They be so heavy-handed, what people say, because they're trying to instill fearness. It's a tactic they're using.
Well, I don't think that's a fear tactic. I think it's a help because them gentlemen, men and women, they come to do a job and they trying to come home. I don't think they come to work every day to hurt a human being. I think that they are no different than JPD, Hines County, and nobody else. The thing about it is, it's the force that's driving behind them. See, they got the head behind them. When you got the top behind you, other than the middle and the bottom, you get to do a little things that others can't do. But me, myself, as a citizen here, and have been here and living here and have seen the right way versus the wrong way, they need to be put over the whole city, especially South Afghanistan, especially high crime areas. I think they need to have a whole shift. And they need to get together with the community, start back the neighborhood association, start back having nosy neighbors that's having different shifts, and have at least 5 to 8 officers, whether it's JPD, Hines County, or Capital City Police, working these hoods and these streets 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's coming. I think it's coming sooner than people expect it to.
Because these mothers and families are losing. The homicide rate, we are almost where we was last year. And last year we beat all 50 states out. And that is nothing to be bragging about when it's not a white funeral home in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah, that's just sad. They were talking about the violent crime rate early on the news, and what they were saying is, most of the killings happening in Mississippi is happening in Jackson.
Yes, and they have assault rifles on human bodies going through these ERs where the doctors are not equipped at all to deal with those type of wounds. They didn't go to school for it. They just don't know how to deal with combat wounds on domestic soil. And these people are using military weapons on human beings in our neighborhoods.
That's true. I saw with some doctors and nurses went to the national capital in the past to bill to ban the assault rifles.
Yeah.
Because they were saying the same thing you just said. We don't know how to treat wounds like this.
It is literally a ripple effect. People think that it's only affecting the hood. It is not affecting the hood. These doctors and surgeons, as I say, they my friends. I know them. I've been knowing them. Some of them I've been knowing them generations. My granny was friends with their grandparents. And to go to school for 25 to 30 years to save lives and do what you do and know that God worked through you as a doctor to save lives. Just imagine going to work every day after day, month after month, and now it has turned to year after year where you're losing patience. Every time you come out to talk to a family, you literally telling them you done did everything that you could, and you saying that 15 to 20 times a day. It's that's why this show is called The Same, because it affects all of us in some type of way.
Yeah, that'll be so traumatic. You got to see that. I can't imagine what these hospitals and the coroners are seeing down here in the emergency room after 100 plus deaths and 100 plus deaths this year. So
that's what I'm saying. And then the mothers, I was added to this side last year, and just to know it's 100 and some other families, mothers, some people who lost their loved one, their parents are already have passed away, so their siblings is left to stand in the gap. Nobody wins. In majority of the cases, no one is in jail for it. So therefore, the killers are still out on the streets. I'm grateful that we finna get our misdemeanor jail back. What do you think about that? Do you think that we should have never got rid of it? Or are you glad it's coming back? Or what's your opinion on the misdemeanor jail coming back?
I don't think we should never get rid of it.
Me neither.
See,
I remember when Jackson was paid to pay a stay. I remember when you had to pay a stay here like you had to do in Madison or Rankin. Now, it used to be like that in Jackson. It wasn't no bail coming for no misdemeanor. You had to pay a stay. That's how my grandmama phone number get on every wall up there before they start painting it. Being the baby girl of 13 boys and 5 uncles, and coming from a great big family, all from right here. Yeah, hey, the city of Jackson got a lot of my granny's money, and from using them wall phones. That's why I'm not down with sell your phones in the jailhouse today, because it's wrong. Now people think everything wrong is right.
Yeah, that they do, unfortunately.
Well, give me your opinion on that. I just want to know how the people who own the wall phones don't understand something else is going on. The reason why they wall phones to drop so much in their money over the last 15 years.
Yeah, that right there. It's like they want them to see that jailhouse life is better than what it is. So they try to make it seem like it's good to keep committing crime, to keep coming back. Make it cool. So some of these people don't know no better, think, well, it's cool. I can go to jail, have my phone, have my 3 meals, and I could do this, I could do that. I can still do what I'm doing down the street. So I'm getting my, what they call, I'm getting my stripes. This made me look cool for the street. It's my street cred. No, I'm allergic to jail. I don't want to go. I ain't never been. I ain't trying to go.
I ain't trying
to go.
That's an image. That's an image. Something else. That I used to. I only can say what I know, and that's my granny say. Anything you go to jail for, you ain't good at. Anything you get caught for, you ain't good at. And what have street clout ever got any human? Can the number one person with street clout call in and tell me how many commas it done got you? If you got it, I don't know nothing about street credit you can cash in on. It's just the mindset of these people. What is street credit? Can somebody just tell me what it is and what's its value?
And now, what's up with me? Because they call me, I'm used to be called a square or you this or you that. You call me what you want to call me. You can't call me a no. You can't say I went to jail though. I don't shit. You call me what you want to call. I've been called a loud anyway.
Yeah, what you said, and I stand right there with you. What you said, but what kills me about it is, a child graduate high school, you barely can get them to come. A child have a basketball game, you barely can get somebody to participate. Anything that's positive, you can barely get the community of anyone to participate. But let them go to jail.
Yeah.
Let them go to jail and get out, and then they be out for 6 months to a year and go back being the same person, and family and friends glorified. They toxic. Glorify the wrong. It's the mindset. But you know what? I just pray to God and I thank God that I'm grateful that he got me different and keep me different. I like being different. I'm just like you. They talked about me, but hey, I like being different because one thing for sure, I don't want to be like them, and I know what not to be like because they show you.
Exactly.
Well, Carl, I sure do want to thank you for calling in. Anytime you get ready, you're welcome to be a guest. If you want to sit to the left or to the right of me, the invitation is out for anyone in Jackson, around Jackson, surrounding areas. As I said, this platform is strictly for the public that cares. It's strictly for the public that cares. So, I want to thank you for calling. Thank you. And have a good weekend. All right. All right, y'all. It's winding down. As you know, if you know someone who has lost a child, get in contact with Miss Felicia Marshall with Grant Me Justice. Come love on us, and we're going to love on you. Tomorrow, as you all know, we have our Christmas thing that we're giving away. If you RSVP, you got the invitation, you understand the calling, and you up for the task. So for those mothers, I love to see you all tomorrow. As you all know, Heavenly Hands Cleaning Service, it's me. 770-866-3683. I don't know what to say, but guess what? I'm about to be a grandma. And hey, one thing about that man upstairs, I know how to raise them boys, baby. He know I know how to raise some boys. So, first grandbaby gonna be a boy. Congratulations to my son Jarvis. Congratulations, he's also graduating on the 15th of this month. Moving on up, next step is that big bachelor's, boy. And after that, he's shooting for FBI Academy. My baby boy, as y'all know, he's a soldier. You know, one thing about Uncle Sam dudes, they don't need no advertising. And my future veterinarian, because he loves animals, not humans. In real life. But other than that, I want to thank you all for tuning in. And as you know, for his Christopher's case, 2 down, 2 to go. No cellular phones on 109 Homicide in Raymond, please. So you won't get my undivided attention. You've been doing good so far. So big shots out to the sheriff for keeping them out of there and keeping them out of his hand if ain't nobody else's hand. It's greatly appreciated. And as you all know, treat people the way you want to be treated. Love on somebody. It's so easy to be mean and ugly and popular and doing what everybody else do. But be different. Be yourself. Look in the mirror. Find your calling. Kiss yourself. Kiss yourself. It's okay. And know, this thing called life, you get one shot of. Do it the right way. And at the end of the day, you already know. Say his name. Christopher.